Pretty cool stuff. You got to be excited if you're a Florida Gator all around. So this is the number of deals by colleges. So number of deals that the NIL is essentially getting. And this is something, again, I was just alluding to, right? About how things are being over promised and under delivered, where Florida seems to be delivering the way. Every time we've got the, Florida Victorious, anybody representing on the show, they go, look, we don't have to sell it. The players will sell it themselves. Once they get them on here and they say, look, this is what they're doing for me, etc. Fantastic stuff. So number of deals, 498 total NIL deals. So this is them working some sort of negotiation for the players. 498 number of deals. That's not individuals, right? That's number of deals. So some players could hold two to three deals, right? And you could also have, I'm assuming, single deals as well. But this isn't broken down by just 498 individuals have a deal, right? Just 498 total deals. University of Texas, 367. Ohio State, 286. Oklahoma. It was from Oklahoma's Channel 4 News, so they're the one that wrote. That's why it's highlighted. 268. Sanford, 226. Kind of interesting there. Tennessee, 216. 207 for LSU. Penn State, 203. UCLA, 190. And Nebraska at 188, rounding out the top 10. So when you look at this list, you're like, well, this doesn't correlate with, who's recruiting well. So what does this mean? Well, again, it's number of deals. So this is across all platforms. Obviously, Florida does well in all sports: basketball, baseball, gymnastics, swim, soccer, what have you. We dominate golf. We dominate across the board. So it could be, obviously we're going to lead the way because of how many deals we do. Everyone's asking, well, how much of this is going to football? Ultimately, the big picture here is that the NIL, the Florida Victorious, those things are moving like they should be, the proper way, the way that this thing was built. The upfront money, which again, Texas is up there, Ohio State and Oklahoma, those schools are recruiting well. Where's the Georgias, the Bamas, right? Where are those guys at? And to be fair, we had our Georgia Hightop show going. Our Georgia insider said, look, they, and their business class, they've talked about their lack of NIL. So their presence in the NIL field isn't the greatest. So what are they doing to get it done? I don't know. I'm assuming there's obviously bags being paid, but they also own the luxury of winning, sort of like Bama, right? But it does kind of scratch your head a little bit if we're handing out the most number of deals, right? Now, it could maybe Georgia and Bama are at 150, and all 150 deals are all stacked in on football. It would be interesting to see how these numbers break out a little bit more. I think this article could possibly have some legs to show some more. I mean, if you got this information, I want to see this number broken out. I want to see what, who it's going to, how many. When you go on On3, Dave shared it today on the Discord. When you go to On3, they'll kind of show like the NIL value for player. DJ Lagway's undisclosed, meaning that there's some cheddar behind that. So we'll see. Yeah, 498 deals are not all football. Look, this is not a football chart. This is a all-around, any sport chart. But as a Florida Gator, this still should excite you as the quality that is going to Florida and what the NIL Victorious, because they're associated with that. So, hey, shout out to Florida Victorious. We love them over here on this channel. Do a lot of great things for us, allow for us to have fantastic interviews. So this, into my opinion, credits to them tenfold. And you got to think that as they continue to build, continue to grow, it should carry over to the recruiting. Again, I fully believe that upfront money, it's a different, there's two parts to this. You have the upfront money, which is before, big spider on my lens, which is before the NIL deals come through, which become before the contracts, the Gatorade commercials, right? You can't promise those things. So you have to throw in a guaranteed deal. And I think that's where we may not have the same oomph behind it. That's where the Georgia and the Bamas come in. So their NIL may just be fronting money that isn't considered as a deal. It's just simply the overhead that's being paid. I don't know. And these other schools like the Nebraskas, the Penn State, Stanford, they don't have the money, right, to throw up front. So they've got to get more creative with those deals. Hence why you see them up in that upper echelon with landing big-time deals. They're probably doing it the right way as well, but they don't have. Now, Stanford has been landing some four-star studs as of late. So as is Nebraska. Bruins, I don't know if they recruit for football. So this could be for other sports. They do pretty well. So we'll see. That was an interesting chart. figured we talk about it a little bit, see where we're going there with that. Hope you guys enjoy that. So